One of the things that's fascinating, we look at your story and so many people are trying to make it in this industry. A girl from Alaska comes to LA and tries to make it. Talk to me about this journey you've been on. When you reflect on everything, what are some of the learnings that you've taken away? What's been the message that you've gotten for yourself?
I've learned a lot over the whole experience. You know, when I was young, I came to LA. I was in college when I moved into the mansion. I was fresh off the bus, so to speak. And, you know, I thought fame was everything. And, you know, I was smart, but I was not sophisticated at all. So I wasn't really ready for what I got myself into. I got in over my head and felt very branded by the decision I made and was kind of afraid to leave and face the world. But, you know, now I know better. And, you know, it's better even if you're scared to try and go stand on your own 2 feet.
One of the things I like about what you're doing right now is you're really taking a stance of female empowerment and saying, do what you feel is right for you and not necessarily what others or the world may think is right. Talk to me about that stance that you're taking right now and what you want people to take away from this.
Well, what I want people to take away from the book, you know, I'm hoping people can learn from my mistakes. And also I think it might inspire some people if they're in bad relationships to leave, or if they're unhappy with their life to reinvent themselves, or to not feel branded and trapped by a decision they made when they were young. You know, everybody likes to focus on all the scandalous elements in the book because those are certainly in there. But my motivation to write it wasn't that at all. You know, if I wanted to write a straight tell-all, I would have done that 7 years ago, right when I left the mansion. I was getting offers back then too, but I wanted to tell a whole story. I wanted to tell the story of my growth and what I learned.
One of the things that's fascinating is you mentioned 7 years later. What was the inspiration to say, now is the time I want to tell my story?
Well, I decided to write the book about 2 years ago, and I was doing a live show in Vegas, and I was doing very well for myself, and I was single, and I was having fun, and women would come up to me, fans of the show, and they would say, "Oh, don't you miss the mansion?" Or, "I'm sorry Hef didn't marry you." And I was like looking around like, isn't it obvious I'm doing way better now? So I felt that what people came away with from the show, and, you know, I love the show. I had a great time doing it, but it was very much just one side of the story. And I wanted people to know, you know, my whole story, and I wanted people to know that it's better to do it on your own.